Hey guys, this is Will Wegner. It's January 1st, 2019. Hey, I'm just creating a little video documentary for my first ultra. So I'm kind of labeling it A Journey to My First Ultra. My kids, for Christmas 2018, which was a couple weeks back, they bought me my entry into the Javelina Jundred, which is in October of 2019 here in the Phoenix, Arizona area. Totally excited, my first ultra, and I wanted to kind of document it. So I probably won't start my video series until like April. Give me 6 months kind of documenting my journey, kind of updates on a monthly basis. So anyway, I just wanted to start off with this video, or this audio right now, and then we'll switch to video, and then we'll definitely, as time goes on, we'll see how my journey goes as far as my training. My goal for 2019 is to run 1,200 miles. It's about 100 miles a month, 25 miles a week, which is totally obtainable, especially with 62 of those miles being on the Javelina Jundred. I'm running the 100K on October 26th of this year. So anyway, I hope everything goes well, and then that's about it. So we'll switch over to videos here as soon as I take those here. Probably due on April 26th, and then May, June, July, August, September, and of course October I'll document the race, and hopefully I'll finish. So, I'm gonna work really hard this next coming 10 months. I'm in preparation for my first, ultra. Been thinking about this forever, and thanks to my awesome kids that have all chipped in, to help me accomplish this goal. It's been on my bucket list for a while, and I'm very blessed to have wonderful kids. I have 6 kids total, and they all chipped in to pay for my first ultra. So anyway, here we go. Enjoy.
Hey everybody, this is Will Wegner here in the Phoenix, Arizona area. Today is April 26th, 2019. Doing a video documentary just for myself, for my wife, my kids, also for other runners, maybe some aspiring runners or other ultra runners that are thinking about doing an ultra. This is my first ultra marathon I'm doing. It's going to be the Javelina Jundred on October 26th. So I'm trying to do a video documentary for the first 6 months. I'll just do one entry a month to kind of update you on the progress, kind of let you know where I'm at, how I'm feeling, and what have you. And again, this is more for myself, so I can go back and review this, but hopefully it'll touch the lives of other people as well. But yeah, that's kind of why I'm doing that. As far as the Javelina Jundred, it's on the Javelina Jundred, it's outside up in the Scottsdale, the North Phoenix, Scottsdale area. Every October, they either do 100K, which is 62 miles, or they can do the 100-miler, which this is my first ultra, so I'm going to be doing the 100K to start off with. But I'm pretty excited about it. I've been one of those kids as grown up as an athlete, as younger, playing club hockey, playing sports in high school. Never really did track or cross country, but I was always a good runner. I probably should have, looking back on it. But I've done a half marathon, I've done a full marathon, done a bunch of 10Ks and 5Ks, and but I've been running quite a bit. But I'm 50 years old right now. I'll be 51 in June of 2019. So I'm not getting any younger. So I want to accomplish some goals and get them off my bucket list before I get too old and I can't do it. So that's kind of why I'm doing this. But where I'm at right now with my training, it's almost at the end of April. My goal this year is to run 1,200 miles. For the year, that's 100 miles a month. At the end of April, I should be around 4:15, 4:20, so I'm right on pace. But with my training for my 100K, that's going to give me a lot of extra miles here over the next 6 months between now and October 2019. So anyway, but yeah, I'm not a fast runner. I'm between 9 and 10 minute miles right now. But for me, being 50 years old, getting out there and to be able to run 10 miles, 15 miles, 20 miles, whatever it may be, and still feel good about it, I'll take the slower pace any day. So I don't know if that's fast or slow. I mean, you look at some of these ultra runners and they're running 7-8 minute miles, but there's no way I can ever do that. So anyway, I'm doing what I can with my body and my age, and I'm excited about it. A little bit nervous, to be honest, but I know if I put in the training and the efforts and the support with my wife and kids, I'll be able to do it. So anyway, that's the update. 6 months out, I'm going to continue to train and just follow the programs that I've looked online and what have you, and try to just exercise and eat right, and just stay hydrated as well, which that's probably one of my biggest downfalls, is eating right and water intake. But I'm trying to do a little bit better. That's something my wife always gets on me with, to be able to do a little bit better. So anyway, enjoy this journey. This is just the first of many videos, but hopefully it won't make it too long. So anyway, good luck to everybody out there, and we'll see you on the next video. See ya. Bye-bye. Hey everyone, this is Will Wegner. Hey, it is May 26, 2019. Hey, just giving you my monthly update. It is exactly 5 months today until my Javelina 100K race, 62 miles. It'll be my first ultra. I'm going to do one of these every single month. Today's message, I'll just give you briefly where I'm at in my training. Also kind of a message that I kind of learned over this past month. So anyway, it is the end of May, at the end of May right now. I should be at 500 miles by the end of May to keep on track of where I want to be. And I'll be probably right at 500 miles, so I'm right on track with that. I'm feeling good. I was sick a little bit at the beginning of May, so I took a couple days off. But hey, that's the great thing about it. So anyway, I'm just going to keep plugging away. Also, I just wanted to talk to you about the importance of setting a goal. And you know, whether you're an ultra runner or you're training for your first 10K or your first half marathon or marathon, first 50K, whatever it is, my recommendation is just to pick one far enough out on your calendar so you can train for it. So get it out there, be committed to it, pay for it, and then start training. Kind of work backwards with your training. For example, this kind of hit home for me is that on January 1st of this year, 2019, I registered for the Javelina 100, which wasn't until October 26th, but I was committed at that date, right, from January 1st, so I kind of worked my training plan backwards. Gave me 10 months to prepare for it. Now I'm down to 5 months, so it's getting kind of scary. But here's the deal. Like my daughter, who's 23, her name is Madison, she's getting married. She got engaged this past month. And they're trying to figure out a time in October. So both of them were saying, oh, we can't do it on October 26th, that's Dad's race. Even my future son-in-law, when they're looking at dates, and they're like, oh, we can't do it the 26th, that's your dad's race. So anyway, so I'm committed to doing that race because they're working their wedding around my race, which is great. I also have other people on social media. I kind of post stuff here and there about my running. About once a month, I kind of give people an update as far as where I'm at in my training and what have you. And they're inspired. They're following my race, so I can't back out. So if there's days I don't feel like running, if it's too hot or if it's too cold, or I'm in Phoenix, so that doesn't come around too often, being too cold. But you know what I'm saying. If I don't feel like it, I'm like, hey, people are watching me. People are counting on me. People are moving their wedding around my race. So anyway, so my encouragement to you that are following this video is pick a race far enough out, you know, and that you can train for it, but then you're committed at that point. So anyway, I'll keep you guys posted. We'll talk to you on June 26th, and we'll talk to you later. Hey, take care. Bye-bye. Hey guys, this is Will. June 26, 2019. It's exactly 4 months to race day for my Javelina 100, my first ultra. I'm doing the 100K, or 62 miles. Out here today on a Wednesday morning. It's probably just before 8 o'clock. It's probably already in the, probably in the high 80s, low 90s already. So if you're ever planning on running this race, make sure you plan accordingly. Most parts of the country, when it's October, late October, you know, it's fall, the temperatures are dropping. Yeah, not as much here in Arizona. Nights will get cooler, but during the day, we could still, we've had several years where we have 100-degree temperatures still in October. Late October, it should be in the high 80s, low 90s, but you never know come race day, so make sure you prepare for that. Also feeling pretty blessed. I have this trail out here. I'm out here in Queen Creek, which is about 40 miles south of Fountain Hills, Scottsdale, where the race is going to be at. And I have this trail. You can see these people are biking. I have this paved path that goes underneath. I can run about 5 miles one way without having to go over streets or what have you, but you can kind of see it runs in between these neighborhoods and what have you. So anyway, it's awesome. I'm out here about 6 days a week right now. Also, as far as my progress for my training, my goal for the year again was to be right around 1,200 miles as a personal goal. I think with my race training program, I'm probably going to be at closer to 1,500 by the end of December. The end of June, I should be at 600. I'm actually ahead of that. I'm probably going to end up the end of June here in a few days at about 625, 630. So I'm about 30 miles over my goal. But with this training program I'm doing for my 100K, I'll be putting on about 900 miles over the next 4 or 5 months. So anyway, that's about it. So I just want to check in, see you guys July 26th. Keep up the great work, and we'll see you on the other side. See ya. Bye-bye. Hey guys, this is Will. Hey, today is July 26th, 2019. Hey, I get exactly 3 months to my Javelina 100. So excited, just want to do my monthly check-in as promised. So it's Friday night, probably right around just before 8 o'clock here in Phoenix. It's still over 100 degrees out, sweating like a pig, but I need to get my miles in. So anyway, just as an update, 3 months to go. My goal for the year is right at 1,200 miles for the year. I'll probably exceed that. But as of the end of July here, July 26th, I'm probably right around that 750 mark. I'll probably end up here at the July, probably just under 800 miles. So I'm about 100 miles over my goal, so which is pretty good. But I'm feeling good. My legs are feeling good. I got a couple new pair of A6 shoes, which I'm excited about. Anyway, everything's going good. My miles is up. It's hard here in Phoenix to run during the summer months. It just gets so hot. You can't really run outside past 7:30 in the morning. So I'm doing a lot of treadmill. Even on my long days, I'm still doing treadmills as well. But I was able to take my training on the road this time of year as well. I'm doing some summer vacations, headed out to San Diego, Sedona, Arizona. I was up in Sacramento. I put in a bunch of miles up in Sacramento as well. I'm still getting my miles in, even though we're out and about enjoying summer vacation. So anyway, that's it for right now. So we'll touch base with you in 30 days on August 26th, kind of for an update with my 60 days out. So anyway, keep grinding. We'll talk to you soon. Hey guys, this is Will. Hey, it is September 26, 2019. Hey, I got 1 month to my Ultra, the Javelina 100 out here in Scottsdale, Arizona. Hey, on today's message, I just want to give you a quick update as well as just some thoughts that I've kind of thought about over the last couple weeks. I just passed my 1,000-mile threshold a couple days back. I'm officially at like 102 miles for the year, not 100, excuse me, 1,002 miles for the year in 2019. My goal is 1,200, but I'll probably be able to hit that right around the Javelina 100 time, because that's a 62-mile race right there. Plus I have a lot of miles to put on between now and October 26th. So anyway, feeling great. Switched my shoes over from A6 to Brooks. I'm pretty happy about that. Long run, my longest run for my training program last week. Did a 40-miler throughout the day on last Wednesday. So felt pretty good about that. No blisters, no aches and pains or anything like that. So I'm pretty happy about that. Honestly, I wish the race was right now because I'm feeling great. Again, no aches and pains, no blisters, anything like that. I'm just afraid that something might happen over the next couple weeks that's gonna, sprain an ankle or something like that, that's going to make it more challenging for me to run my race. So anyway, but one of my thoughts that I wanted to share with you, I think I shared with you guys at the beginning, one of my first messages, that my kids, I have 6 kids ranging from 26 down to 13. Anyway, they all pitched in and paid for my entry fee for my first Ultra, this Javelina 100. So I'm pretty blessed with that. But my kids have always been an inspiration to me. They've always been very athletic and very involved in sports, whether it's cheer or baseball or soccer, football, track, you name it, my kids have done it. And I've always been that dad that's been very involved in getting them to practices and encouraging them and working with them at home and basically just not making them, but encouraging them to do the best that they can and to work hard and to grind and to try to be the best athlete they can. And as we get older, I'm 51. I turned 51 this past June in 2019. As we get older, we don't really have those places that we can, strive to be the best we can. Yeah, we work, involved with our kids or whatever, but when it comes to, sporting events, when I'm telling my kids, hey, you got to hustle, you got to be the first one, if you guys are doing sprints, you should be the first one, you should be staying after practice, before practice. But then what do most parents do? Most of them are telling people to do that, but they're not really showing them. And I've always been the type that I've been pretty athletic growing up and wanted to, basically set an example for my kids, right? That I'm 51, I'm still out there putting 50, 60, 70-mile weeks. I'm running, here in Arizona. I have my big race coming up, and they're all going to be there at the finish line waiting for me. But I just want to be an example for them that even though I'm telling them one thing, I'm also living an example, accomplishing my goals. So I just encourage each and every one of you, regardless of what your goal is, whether it's health and wellness, financial, relationship, spiritual, whatever those are, it's not too late. Just kind of put a plan together and keep working on it, right? And then you can be an example not only for yourself, but those around you, your loved ones as well. So that's what I'm, I've been thinking about a lot lately, is that just my kids are supporting me. They're always asking me about my training, asking me about my runs, and excited about my one daughter is getting married on October 19th, 2019. They actually worked their wedding around my run. They were going to do it on the 26th, and I said, hey, that's Dad's day. I already signed up for that. You guys can't have that day, so they're doing it on the 19th, the week before. So anyway, so they're encouraging me, and as I'm encouraging them over the years, so it feels good to be a dad at 51, still out there accomplishing my goals. And I encourage each and every one of you listening to be able to still do that for yourself as well. So hey, the next video is going to be on October 25th at the package pickup, getting my bib and stuff like that. So I'll touch base with you then. Over the next couple weeks, I have another marathon to run, just for my training at 26.2 miles. But at that point, maybe just a bunch of little runs anywhere from 5 to 10, 12 miles as well. So anyway, keep grinding towards your goals, and we will see you on October 25th. Hey, take care. Bye-bye. Hey guys, this is Will. It is Friday, October 25th, 2018, Queen Creek, Arizona. Hey, outside my house here, I wanted to show you guys something. As I'm getting prepared for today's race, both mentally, physically, emotionally, all that type of good stuff. It's one of those things. I've been preparing this not just for this year physically, training for my race, but also just mentally. I've been running a lot over the last couple of years, and here in Arizona, when it's 100 degrees over the summer, it gets pretty hot, so you have to do a lot of treadmill miles. So when I do my treadmill, I don't watch movies. I usually watch, I type in like Ironmans or other type of endurance races. So I've watched a ton of like the ultra marathons, the 100 milers like Western States, the Tahoe 200, the Bigfoot 200, the Moab 240, Blackwater, Badwater. I got that mixed up. Badwater, along with some other ones. People will film their YouTube video, their races, and so anyway, I've been watching those, so I kind of feel like I'm ready on at least what to expect, because I've seen a lot of them, but. Now it's October 25th. I probably put on 1,100 miles since January 1st of this past year. But like I said, with doing a lot of treadmill miles, here's what I did to keep me motivated. And I wanted to share this with you guys here. So if you look at this window right up here, let's see if I can do it. I don't know where it's at. Hold on a second. Let's see if I can do it. It's right, it's already right up there. That's my treadmill, right? So this is my little courtyard. Got my car here. Anyway, so when I'm looking up there and I'm running anywhere from 2 hours to 4 hours. I did a 40 miler on a treadmill a while back, kind of get ready for my Javelina 100. Watching your videos, but your mind gets numb. So what I did is looking at this blank wall. So hopefully you guys can see this. Hold on a second. There you go. You see this wall here. I'm going to take it out and turn my phone the other way so you guys can kind of see it and I can see what I'm pointing at. Hold on. Hold on. It's so bright I can't see my phone. Hold on a second. Anyway, it's not letting me do it. I don't know why. But here's what I did. If you guys can kind of see this. I wrote some motivational quotes to myself. Hopefully you guys can read this. Top one says, Javelina 100. That's the race I'm going to be running, the 100K, excuse me. They also have the 100 miler. This year I decided to do the 100K. I can, I will, I must. This was one of my mottos. So when I'm running and I kind of, feel like giving up, I just say that to myself. I can, I will, I must. I can, I will, I must. I say that every couple steps, I'll say that to myself. Next one, hard work, dedication. I like that because I've been working hard and I've been dedicated to this race and training to be a little bit more healthier in life. Next one, it says 62 miles. If you can see it, 62 miles is less than 15 hours. The cutoff time for the Javelina 100K is 29 hours. I'm hoping to do it under 15. That's my goal. So when I'm running my on my treadmill, I look out the window and I have a goal in mind as far as the 62 hours is concerned. Next one, Iron Will Wegner is kind of like my alter ego for running. Not just Will Wegner, but Iron Will, kind of taken after iron, of course, being strong as steel and strong, and you know, you got the Iron Man and stuff like that. So my nickname is Iron Will. So I put that on there, and then Be Uncommon. I kind of stole that from David Goggins. If you've ever followed David Goggins, he's an ultra runner, motivational speaker, total badass too. So. Anyway, so I got that from him as far as not being common out there in the United States. You know, for a 51-year-old guy that's out there, you know, trying to make a difference in my own health, try to set example for my wife, try to set example for my kids, trying to set an example for my 2 grandsons as well. So just trying to be not like the normal person out there. And then the bottom one, it says, I am a champion, if you can see that. I am a champion. So with that, I kind of got that from, of course, it kind of makes sense in itself, but if you've ever watched, and if you haven't watched this yet, watch this movie. It's called Facing the Giants. It's a PG version, you know, it's a movie, very motivational, but there's a part in there that there's a football coach. He's struggling with his high school football team. He's struggling spiritually. He's struggling financially. He's struggling with his team, really not doing that too well, and all those kind of changes his mindset, relies on his faith and beliefs to be able to move forward, and he put this mantra together, and it's called I Am a Champion. So if you haven't read it, it's probably like a 5 or 6 minute speech called I Am a Champion, and you'll totally get motivated. So I put that up there as well. So if you can kind of see that. So anyway, so now you know what I do when I'm running on my treadmill, watching videos, looking out the window instead of looking at a blank wall. I have some little motivational notes to myself. And over here, look at my messy garage. This is all the stuff. I'm waiting for my son to come pick me up right now to take me out to Scottsdale. But this is my stuff, getting ready to head on up there. So I'll do another quick video when I check in today up at the check-in place. I'm getting my bib, and then I'm going to go to the campground and get set up because I'm going to be sleeping there tonight, just to save myself and my wife having to get up in the morning to take me out there. And then what else? And then we'll be setting up our base camp for my wife and my kids, and we have some friends that are going to come support me at the finish tomorrow night as well. So anyway, that's it for right now, and anyway, talk to you later. See ya. Bye-bye. Hey guys, we're here at the Javelina 100, just checking in and getting my my bib and just checking in. Anyway, good stuff out here in Arizona. A little bit of a breeze today. See on the inside. Try this again. Hey, it is Friday, probably right around 5:30. Just got my tent set up. But if you look at all these tents, all these people are camping tonight. Getting ready for the Javelina 100K, Javelina 100 miler. Kind of crazy. Anyway. Hey guys, this is Will. It is right around 8:30 on Friday, the 25th of October. I'm getting settled into my tent. If you can kind of see, I'm in a a tent right in there. It's my last night before I take off in the morning at 7 a.m. for the Javelina 100K. So great night tonight. Checked in, got my bib, got some pizza, just relaxing. Got my canopy set up for my base camp where my awesome wife Shauna and my kids are going to be there tomorrow for me, as well as got some friends coming to support us as well, probably just for the finish line. But it's great to have some people that are supporting me and this venture, and then my first ultra. So anyway, just wanted to do one last video before I call it a night. Let me see if I can do this. Hold on a second. So here it is. I got my gear laid out. Got my bib already attached to my pack. I got my shoes, my Brooks shoes, my socks, my Fitbit, my sleeves. Got my hat. My shorts and compression shorts are under there. Up here I got a little table, some Vaseline, some other stuff. Got this great Hoka Ona backpack that's for the Javelina 100 people. And anyway, it's going to be an early morning, probably get up around 5:30 or 6, head on over there, and then get after it. So anyway, we will talk to you guys later. Hey, take care. Hey guys, good morning. It is the morning of October 26, 2019 at the Javelina 100. Kind of crazy right now with this at the start line. Kind of see what's going on behind me.
Do you feel it?
There's a race director up there getting us excited. We got the music going since 4:30. We got about 5 minutes before we head on out. But a great group of people, fun atmosphere. All right, ready to get after it. Let's go. 100K in the books. Here we go. Getting ready to get going. Here we go. 62 miles. This is it. Hey, we're at mile 7, averaging around 12 minutes per mile. Not too bad. Doing good. Got some people on the trail behind me walking up the hill. Good job, guys. Anyway, see the beautiful part of Arizona. Love it. Anyway, I just wanted to walk for a minute to get a quick video of the. See if we can run a little bit up this little hill. Feeling pretty good. My groin never hurts, but today, just with all these rocks and trying to dodge them and taking longer strides than sometimes, but everything else is feeling good. Beautiful sunny day, October. Good job, guys.
Thanks, dude. Looking good, feeling good.
Hey, good job. All right, I'll check you guys out later. Hey, we're coming into Jackass Junction, the second aid station. Out here at about mile 10.5. Party in the desert. I'm gonna get some Gatorade here. Next aid station, 6 miles ahead. Got some Gatorade, but I have some of my Viseo V3 over in my drop bag, so I'm gonna go grab some of that. Thanks, guys. All the drop bags. Here we are still in Jackass Junction. I'm just sitting down for a second, refilling I got my V3 from Viseo. Energy, caffeine, coconut water, electrolytes. I'm gonna put some of my water right here, and then I'm gonna head out in like 30 seconds. Hey, just checking in, probably mile 12 or something like that. Don't know the guy's name, but this is a loop. So you go clockwise, 22 miles for the first loop. Second loop, you go counterclockwise 20. The 10 or the 100K people do those 3 times, and then the 100 milers do that loop 5 times. We just passed the first place guy. He won last year. I don't know the guy's name, but he already passed us. Going the other direction. He already did his first loop, starting on a second loop, and they started in an hour ahead of us. The guy's a machine, so shout out to you, whatever your name is. Also, Javelina 100, I mean, met some really cool people along the trail, and I'm local to the Phoenix area here out in Queen Creek, but I don't think I've met anybody on the trail from Arizona. Met some friends from Texas, girl from Joyce from Fremont, California, Dave from Texas. Just met Leanne and her husband Evan from Alberta, Canada. Met some other people from Oregon, Washington, Colorado. No local people, which is great. This race attracts people from all over the world. So anyway, here's our view. My goal for this race was 15 hours. Wasn't sure what to expect, but I already know going into it at mile 12, it's not going to be 15 hours. Sometimes you have to run a little bit slower because of all the rocks. A little bit uphills like I'm doing right now.
Time 2 hours, 27 minutes, 10 seconds. Distance 12 miles. Average pace 13 minutes, 53 seconds per mile. Whoa, bravo, good job.
If you look at this straight ahead of me is Weaver's Needle, that big point over there.
I feel like it was probably a stress factor in Washington medical mission trip from Haiti.
Good job, girls. Good job.
Thank you.
Keep it up, guys.
Good morning.
Hey, good job. Okay, I'm gonna shut this off so I can roll with her. Second place. Good job, man. Keep it up. That was a 100 miler, his second place 100 miler right there. Good job, man. Yeah, I love the atmosphere out here. Love the people. Very encouraging. Everybody's so supportive. The support crew, volunteers at all the aid stations and back at base camp are awesome. So shout out to you guys as well. So if you're thinking about doing your first ultra, this is a great one. Pretty flat today. October 26, 2019. It's probably going to be in the 84, 85 degrees, which is very cool for this time of year for Arizona. But for a lot of people in other parts of the country, it's pretty warm, but it's flat, not a lot of hills. Anyway, I'm gonna sign out until maybe next video. I'll probably get back at base camp. My wife Shauna is meeting me back up base camp. Probably get a bite to eat. Probably take a 5-10 minute break and then head out for mile 23 to 40 on that second loop. That's going to be the heat of the day, so that's going to be a challenge. But anyway, it's good. It's what we train for. That's what we do it. So I can, I will, I must. I got to do it. Set an example for my wife, for my kids. You can set a goal and accomplish anything. So whatever it is in life, if you put your mind to it, you set a goal, you can do it. So anyway, we'll talk to you back at base camp.
Yeah, Dad. Oh, here he is. I keep recording?
All that for this.
Dad, want me to keep recording? Yeah. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Christy! Want to talk to it?
What are they doing up?
It's currently there for a couple hours. Look at the time.
That's right.
What time is it? No, it's like 9. You want this leg? Are you cold?
I want to get some pictures.
What? How long do you want me to record? I'm looking like this in the picture. I think Can you get down to that background? Dad, want me to keep recording? Huh?
Let me get some pictures.
No, Dad, let's do it on someone else's phone.
So somebody get one of me.
Do I still record?
Hey guys, this is Will. It is October 30th, 2019, a couple days after the Javelina 100. Hey, just wanted to do my final video for my own documentary here that I'm going to kind of put together all the different videos that I took from January all the way up until today. So as you can see, I'm wearing my Javelina 100 shirt. Pretty proud of that. I did finish. Finished in 22 hours and 55 minutes. So as you know, if you've been following my videos, a far cry from my 15 hours of that I thought that was my goal, was 15 hours. Didn't even come close to that, honestly. So, which is fine. You know, that was my goal. Didn't know what to expect. That was my goal based on my training. But then there's a lot of unexpected factors that I didn't think about that were out there: the heat, the hills, the sand, the rocks, all that type of good stuff. So just kind of think about that. If you're planning on doing your first ultra, whether it's a 62 miler like I did my first 100K, or a 100 miler, and you're thinking about the Javelina 100, it can get hot out there. You know, for us here in Arizona, that, you know, an 85 degree temperature on that day was actually pretty nice day for us. You know, the week before that, it was probably in the mid to low 90s. this race has been in the 90s in the past. It's always the last Saturday, Sunday in October. And yeah, it was about 85. So even though I'm used to it, it was still kind of, when you're out there running for that many hours, you know, the toll can, you know, can take a toll on you for sure. So anyway, overall opinion of the race, loved it, loved every minute of it. Again, didn't hit my time goal, which is fine, but my ultimate goal was to finish, you know, and they gave me 29 hours to finish, and I finished in just under 23, so I beat the cutoff by about 6 hours. Very, very proud of that. Being in my early 50s, being 51 years old and still running 62 miles, I'm pretty proud of that. So not the fastest out there, but I think if I looked at the stats, and I think right around 300 people signed up for it, and I want to say 80 people either tapped out, DNF'd, or what have you. So about 220 people actually finished the race. So I was like number 203. So again, I was not a fast guy. I was probably towards the very tail end of it. But you know what? I still did it. It was my first one, and trying to juggle my own business and wife and kids and schedules and trying to balance life, you know, you kind of have to set your priorities sometimes. So for me, not as proud as the time, but at the same time still proud to be able to accomplish such an incredible goal that I set for myself earlier this year. So Javelina Jundred, if you're thinking about doing it, I would recommend it. You know, the race director, they put on a great program, very, very well organized. I can't say enough about the volunteers that they had at the different aid stations. There's 3 aid stations in addition to the headquarters, they call it. Headquarters is where you start. In the Javelina Jundred, it's a loop. So you go 3, basically the first loop's 22 miles. All the subsequent mile loops are 20 miles. So if you do the 100K, you're doing 3 loops. If you do the 100 miler, you're doing 5 loops, right? So at headquarters, you start there and you head on out clockwise. Start off at Coyote Junction, and then you go to Jackass Junction, and then you go to Rattlesnake Junction, and then you come back, and then you go counterclockwise, and then you go clockwise again. So anyway, the volunteers, I'll give a special shout out to Tim and Jackie out at Jackass Junction. And my mile 31, I was dying. I ran out of fuel, basically water, about 3 or 4 miles before Jackass Junction, and I basically walked quite a bit trying to get into that station. No water, heat of the day, didn't have any energy, wasn't eating properly. I got in there, sat down. Tim and Jackie kind of took ownership of me. They sat down next to me, and they're like, "Hey, what do you need?" They filled my water bottles. They gave me Gatorade. They went and got me sandwiches. They went and got me some fruit. Basically made sure I was okay, and then when I was ready to go back out, I felt like $1,000,000. So special shout out to them. But everybody there was great. All the competitors, ranging from the novices like me to the pros out there. Everybody was so positive, encouraging. You know, if they found out you're doing the 100K, they didn't look down on you saying, "Oh, you're only doing the 100K." They were just as excited for you about the 100K, and if it was your first one, then they were somebody else that they were competing against that was going to win it. So everybody was very encouraging, just very well organized. So I'd highly encourage checking that out. October in Arizona is a beautiful time of year. Some of the places, the people that I talked to, was already starting to snow. A lot of Canadians are coming down for this race and what have you. But yeah, I did pretty well. I was pretty excited. My wife, Shauna, she crewed me the entire day. She sat there and braved sitting out in the hot Arizona sun during the middle of the day. And in October, as soon as that sun sets, it gets cold, it drops. And I thought I would be done around 10 or 11 o'clock that night on Saturday, finished at 5:55 in the morning. So my wife and my kids and their significant others, and they all sat there all night and just waited for me to come in. So when I came in after that third loop, my 62 miles I finished, they were waiting for me. I was able to get my first, let me pull it out of my pocket here, my first buckle. So I got that, my Javelina Jundred finisher. So pretty excited about that. And of course I got my shirt, got some other swag from the vendors as well. But yeah, I did it. I set this goal in January to run my first 100K. There's a lot of steps, a lot of training. I trained here in Arizona, of course. We've ran in San Diego when we were on vacation with some friends. I ran up in Sacramento with some friends. We ran in Utah. And there's days that we were driving 12 hours to go on vacation to Sacramento or to to Utah, and I'd get up an extra hour, hour and a half early, and still put 7, 8, 9 miles in. Come home, take a shower, and then drive 12 hours. So it's just one of those things that if you do decide to do a race, you have to be committed, not just for a couple months, but it's a good 6, 8, 10 month commitment, just depending on your fitness level at that point. It is doable. I did some running, I did some slow running, I did some fast walking, I did some shuffling, I did some walking. Almost felt like crawling at times, but for me, it was never ever an option to quit, ever. There wasn't even, I mean, it never even crossed my mind like, oh my gosh, I'm going to quit, I'm going to tap out, I can't handle it. On the other side of that, I can tell you that there's times, especially at mile 31, when I'm sitting there and I can't move, and my stomach hurt, and my head hurt, and my body hurt. I'm thinking, how in the heck am I going to do this? But it was never an option to quit, right, period. Met some great people on the trail out there that kind of helped me along the way, encouraged me. We ran together, walked together, sat in the aid stations together, and kind of got through this event together. So shout out to them as well for those who finished, and yeah, just do what it takes to do it. So set a goal. I wanted to set this goal for my kids to show that regardless of your age and where you're at in life, you can still set goals and still achieve them regardless of age. It's just capacity. Your capacity is a state of mind. You can do it. So don't know what's next. Next year, am I gonna do the 62 miles again and try to beat my time? Am I gonna try to maybe to do the 100-miler? But based on my time this year, if I did the 100-miler, I wouldn't qualify in time. I wouldn't be able to. I would miss the cutoff. Might still be able to do the distance, but within 30 hours, probably wouldn't be able to do it. So we'll have to evaluate that later. But anyway, though, this is my last entry. I'll try on my ultimate video that I put together. I'll probably try to include some pictures from the race as well. Apologize, my phone died in the middle of the race, so I didn't get as many videos of the aid station and then afterward and what have you as well because my phone died. But I still think this is going to be worth it in the long run. So anyway, best of luck in your goals and your fitness goals and life goals and relationship goals and spiritual goals and everything else that you're setting out for. And I hope you have a blessed day, and appreciate you joining me on this journey. Take care. Bye-bye.